Here we go. So let's sit down very nicely, both sitting bone onto the floor. And then today we're just going to take our arms out. We're going to empty your lungs. And really straight away, we're going to go all the way up. Take your shoulders way up high by your ears as well, and empty. And then we're just going to take a circle today. So we're going to take our rib cage and make it go front and side, back, side, front, and then the other way. Good. And then one more time to the other side. 2 circles and back the other way. Excellent. Shoulders up and down, and then up and down. Very good. Let's just drop the chin on the chest and just take a little moment there, being very small. Round the back. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. And we're just going to go all the way up again. And again, all the way down. And back up again. Let's do 2 more, but change leg to the front, just to see it changes something. You might have it there. Knee go on one hip. Let's go again. Chin drops and down, down. Empty your lungs and breathe in as you stack the vertebrae one at a time until the head lifts. Last time, chin to chest. Down, 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 down. And then all the way up. Very good. Straight away, should we take one leg to the side? Don't open it too far yet. Still the beginning of the class. We're just going to go gently, ever so gently towards the leg. No need to force anything just yet. Just a little stretch on the side. Feeling loads of space between your hip bone and the sitting bone down on the floor and the rib cage under the arm. And let's go on to the other side. Keep those sitting bones onto the floor. Good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Take a deep breath in. Imagine that is feeling your lungs onto that side. And we're going back and putting ever so slightly a little bit of weight just so we stretch the neck to the side. Good. And we're going to swap. And let's go onto the other leg. Good. Keep stretching, keep breathing. And let's go to the other side. Keep pulling the opposite sitting bone down the floor as we reach stacking the vertebra in place, and then we're just going to stretch the opposite side. So there's a space between your ear and your shoulder. Here we go, lovely. All right, we're going to go on our backs. And we're just going to tuck the pelvis in, lift the pelvic floor as we just go one vertebra at a time till we are all the way up. And then we're going to press back down. As you do this, make sure the knees are up to the ceiling. So you're tracking into parallel position. Make sure it's equal on both sides. And you're going down one vertebra at a time. We're going to do it twice more. If you want a little challenge, we can put our arms in first. and we go up, and press down, belly button to spine, and lift back up. And all the way back down. From here, if your arms are in first, you can keep them there. Otherwise, you can have your palms down the floor. We're just going to lift one knee and down. Going to 90 degree, like we're having a table, and down. Very good. And again, up and down, keeping your spine onto the floor, belly bottom to the back, and down. And again, up and down, and up and down. Now next time we're going to go up, slowly bring the other one up, don't disturb your core, and down with the left, and down with the right. Let's start with the right, up, and lift to start engaging your core, and down, and left, right, and down, and down. No tension in your shoulders if you have your arms in first. And down, and down. Let's take it there and let's peel the back all the way up. And from here, we're just going to go down again, starting with the lower back. And we're going to go one vertebra at a time until we are all the way down. Let's put the shoulders down and let's take the arms to fifth, making sure we're not popping the ribs, yeah? So that should be where we are when we're in fifth position. At the bar or in the center. Let's bring it back to first. Let's peel the head and the shoulder blades and the back up to a seating bone, lifting to that fifth, finding the exact same position where our shoulder blades are down our back, so we're not popping anything out of place, and we're going to go back down. One vertebra at a time, all the way down, and finding that fifth with our ribs in and back, and lift, and go, all the way up to fifth, and again, exhale as you go down, print the spine on the mat or the floor, find that fifth position, shoulders down, and again, up, and go, all the way. Try to have one motion, one smooth action, so you're not using dynamic to kind of lift you. Yeah, you want to make sure it all goes in one smooth action up, and one smooth action down. From here, let's elongate the legs, turn them out if we can. Let's go all the way up, finding that first position. So we've got our knee to the outside, our toes turning, our heels are together, and we press the inside leg. Let's just go down into that first and up, finding our back onto the mat as we lift up and down. Let's do two more. And up, and down, and up. Again, down, and up. From here, we're just going to go down, and swap, and swap, and swap. Keep that turn out. Swap, 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 swap. Keep going. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's find our fifth position. So let's cross our legs. And then we're going to do a petit battery all the way down. So we're going to swap the leg. Try to go from the upper thigh, yeah? So not just the feet, yeah? I'm really trying to cross that leg, even if that makes it be a little bit further apart. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Keep your tummy in. And up. Last time, down. And up. From here, we're going to bend the knees. Bring them to the chest. Give them a little hug. We can go side to side. Excellent. Let's go onto our front. Let's give a little stretch to the back. So start as if you wanted the crown of your head to go far away. And then just go up until you can find a little stretch to your stomach muscles. So it will depend on the flexibility of your back, what you're comfortable with. And we're going to push to go down to a child's pose. And let's just take a few deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Very good. Let's take 1 minute plank. So get. Well, I nearly pressed on 1 hour here. No, certainly not. Let's just do 1 minute. Ready and go. Don't forget to breathe. Have a long neck. 1 long line from the top of your head all the way to your heels. Make sure you're not letting your tummy down and it's supported. Keep pushing away from the floor. Breathing in, feel your lungs. Breathing out, empty your lungs. Deep breath in for 1, for 2, for 3, and out, and out, and out. Good, we're doing excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Into your child's pose again. So this. Good. All right. We're going to go up. Take a nice deep second position, and then we're just going to go down to that second, feeling the heels down on the floor. And we're going to try to go as low as possible with the pelvis. We're going to do what we don't do in ballet. We're going to let it go back. We're going to put the elbows onto the knees. And we can just go side to side. Relaxing on the stretch. Good. If you can, make sure your little toe is still on the floor, yes, so you don't roll onto your ankle. So make sure the outside of the foot is long. Good. And stay a little bit deeper with each exhale. Very nice. All right, let's sit down. Now, we can open it a little bit more if we can. We're just going to make sure both are sitting going down on the floor. And what we do with our chicken class is that we often do like sad back, happy back, sad back, happy back. It's good to do both, yeah? If you do modern dance, you might do a lot of contraction and that brings your back. But when you're stretching, the higher you are on your sitting bone, the better, because that's where you get as much a stretch as you can. From here, this time we can go a little bit lower. Try to grab your toes and stretch, stretch, stretch. Don't let yourself collapse on that side, yeah? Keep the scalp open. Excellent. And we're going to go towards the leg now. So two slightly different stretch. If you can, try not to roll your ankle in. Yes, you want to be able to stretch in your turn out. And back to the side. Let's go on to the other side. Deep breath. Grab your toes. Open that back. Feel your lungs. Good. And then towards the leg. Make sure the opposite hip is still on the floor. And back to the side. And open, stack the spine back into the center. So again, we're going to try to keep on top on our sitting bone, yeah? There's no point stretching this. That's not going to do anything. You might feel like you're going to be a bit lower, but actually just this stretches me way more than this, yeah? So you want, imagine, you know, when you're really flexible, you eventually can roll and put your pelvis onto the other side. So imagine that you're working towards this already. So imagine the pelvis is coming forward first, and that's where you should start feeling it. And it doesn't matter if you're not all the way flat down. Yeah, sometimes the best stretches are not the most impressive ones. But as long as you can feel it, stay and deep breath in and deep breath out, imagining that this breath kind of goes into that hip so you can go a little bit deeper over time. You breathe out. And a little bit more. And now you can just relax your back. If you're not all the way down, that's okay, but you can just let your head roll. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Stay there, because I think someone dropped out and had to lock back in. Here we go. Nice and easy. And slowly, we are going to go back. From here, let's take the soles of your feet together. If you want to go a little bit more, you can have your hands underneath your heels, yeah? If you're quite flexible and have good turn out, that might be a way to get a little bit deeper. But otherwise, we can just have a little stretch. Again, not at the back of your sitting bone, right on top of them. Bringing your knees slowly down. There's no point pushing like this. It's better to apply a little bit of pressure before a longer amount of time. And release onto the feet. Good. Let's take toes on knees or knee on knee, yeah? Do the one that gives you the most. It's good to alternate. I love this one. I feel like this one, it's the one where I feel it's the stickiest and gives me more. But it's also good to practice the other ones. Slightly different muscle group. So I'm going to do this one today, and we'll just go above. You kind of feel like this is your attitude to the front, isn't it? So nice and turned out. And sending the sitting bone of the leg that is on top way back, so you get into the back of the leg. And let's swap. So keep an eye on the time so we don't go over. Bring the knee back. And keep sending that hip back. Good. One last deep breath. And exhale. Excellent. All right, let's do a split series. So we're going to start in the right. I'm always starting with the left. So I'm going to start with my right. You can see it as your left. It's good to alternate which leg we start with. Yeah, we often have a preference. So nice right angle onto that leg, getting that hip flexor down, down, down. If you want to have a little bit more, re-grab with the opposite hand. And send your breath into the stretch. And then we walk back, oof, knee. And bringing the toes towards the chest. Make sure you face parallel. You can try and turn down as well. Personally, I feel like this stretches me slightly less, but it's much harder to try to keep that parallel. And let's go back. One very last stretch of the hip flexor. You can stay there if you want, or if you'd like to split, we go weight onto your hands and sliding down. Good. So if you're not quite there on your hand, just keep breathing. Don't kind of go, ooh. Yeah, just keep sending big breath. Try to relax into the stretch. It will come down. It can get better at any age, yeah, any flexibility. It's a question of practice and doing it often, giving it a bit of time. And when you're ready, let's go to the other side. So, we are starting back with a right angle for a knee, the hip flexor coming down. If you want to increase the stretch, you can grab opposite. Keep breathing, having a little smile, just thinking about the weather. Hopefully it's going to last. Honestly, I couldn't believe it yesterday. It was so cold, like all the weekend, the wind was awful. But as soon as the weekend is over, that's when the sun shines. And let's go back. Trying to have a flat back here, don't round your back too much. You can go much deeper into the stretch if you send the seating bone far, far, far to the back as you stretch over the neck. And when you're ready, again, my knee. It's not a good time, is it? For the pops. We can get one last stretch onto that hip flexor if you want to split. It's time. Good. Deep breath. And ready. Bring the legs together in front. We're going to relax up and over. If you can grab your feet, good. Otherwise, grab your ankle, your shin, and just relax here for a little bit. You can add yes or no, just to make sure there's no tension in the neck. And we're going to roll the spine back up. A little shoulder roll. And that's it for tonight. So let me stop the recording.